Hello, dear children. Today, let us begin with another interesting story, that is self reliance. That morning, I had lost all hopes of my future. I went out and sat under a tree in a field in a very dejected mood. I tried to divert myself and I began to watch a kid who was riding a bicycle at a very large distance. But yet I saw him. He must be practicing, I imagined. Then, when I looked away for a moment, I heard a youth scream. I did not know what had happened, but the kid had fallen into a ditch and was screaming very loudly. The boy's bicycle was also in a very bad shape. I went to help him. The kid replied me by saying, "No thanks, I can help myself." He seemed to be a self-reliant child. He did not want others to show mercy upon him. He picked up the broken bicycle and put it on his back and took it to his house. If this child can do this, you can also become self-reliant, can't you? I actually heard someone whisper this in my mind, which is nothing but the thought which came out from the inner self of the person who is imagining. Grace seemed to have descended on me. I felt a very strong urge to deal with all my problems, my depression, and all my negative thoughts. I went home and I picked up a book to read. It was thus spoken by Swami Vivekananda. On the page I opened, the lines appeared like this. Once when a disciple pleaded his helplessness with Swami Vivekananda, Swamiji thundered, "What nonsense are you talking? Within you lies indomitable power. Only thinking I'm nothing, you have become powerless. It is just escapism to say I'm so miserable. Even every man has some burden which he or she has to bear." Swami Vivekananda did not suffer any kind of fools. If you are miserable, try to conquer your misery and try to be calm. Stand up, be bold, be strong. Do not be a weakling. Take all your responsibilities on your shoulders and know that you are the creator of your own destiny. It is a big error to feel helpless. All the strength and success you want is always within you. Just the urge is to search for it. When you find the energy and all the strength which you have within yourself, no one can let you away from success. You will surely lead to whatever you desire. If we cannot help ourselves, there is no one to help us. To think that there is someone very sweet in a delusion or in your imagination, this is the greatest lesson that we should learn. No one else can help you. Friend, get a hold on yourself. Then stand up. Don't be afraid. In the midst of all these miseries and all the weaknesses, let the self come out, faint and imperceptible, though it be at the first time. When we try something new, it obviously is very hard for us to overcome it. But when we practice that, we become the best in all those things. Dear children, I would now like to give you all a very short summary of this nice little story, Self-Reliance. This story, Self-Reliance, is a very short essay on how the writer has been inspired by the self-reliance of a very little boy to not lose hope in life. The writer says that he had lost all his hopes for his future. One morning, he was sitting under a tree in a very dejected mood. Suddenly, he saw a boy coming along with his bicycle, or he was riding on his bicycle. The writer thought that the boy had men into a ditch or had fallen into a ditch. The writer rushed out of worries to help the little boy who had fallen into the ditch. The boy refused his help before thanking him. The writer was very much surprised when the boy told him that he could help himself on his own. He doesn't require the help of anyone. The writer assumed that the boy must be self-reliant and did not want anyone to show mercy on him. The boy picked up his broken bicycle and took it on his back towards his home. The writer then heard a very nice, sweet little voice in his mind, which was saying that if the child can be self-reliant, you can also be self-reliant, right? The writer felt some kind of divine grace which was coming upon him and which was inspiring him to deal with all kinds of lively problems that he has, all his depressions and all the negative thoughts that had surrounded him. The writer then went back home and picked up some book which had thus spoke Swami Vivekananda. On the very first page of Swami Vivekananda's disciples plead his helplessness with the Swami. Hearing his disciples' words, Swami Vivekananda thunders in front of the disciple that what nonsense is he talking? He advised the disciple to give up thinking that he was worthless because there is an indomitable power or undefeatable power within everybody, and that is just escapism to feel miserable about our helplessness. Every man has some burden to bear, which is his own. The writer adds that Swami Vivekananda did not try to tolerate fools ever. Having been inspired by the preachings or the teachings of Swami Vivekananda, the writer tries to tell that we should try to be calm. We should stand up boldly and always take up our responsibilities on our shoulders and try to create our own destiny. The writer says that the feeling of helplessness is a very big error and that we all have the strength to help ourselves and also to succeed. We should help ourselves and we should not rely on anybody else because there is nobody to help us. The writer is of the opinion that the greatest lesson we should learn from this story is to be self-reliant. We should face all our miseries, all our defects with care and gentility and also calmness and be bold on whatever may come over us. Dear children, I hope you have understood this lesson. Thank you.